It's still morning, 11:35 a.m. 56 degrees here in Northern Virginia. And we have, what do we have today?
2 pickups.
2. Dose. And they are not near each other. One is in Lorton, Virginia, which is down by Woodbridge, which is not near us. It's like a 40-some minute drive, and as you can see, she's driving because it's her deal.
I'm your chauffeur.
Yeah, I'm just chilling. But it did work out because I have this, one of my hobbies. I have 2 main hobbies. Audiophile, not really audiophile, but audio stuff.
Oh my goodness.
And there went a crazy SUV driver who was about to cause a wreck. Okay. Anyways, that's one of my hobbies, and the other is grilling and smoking meat, which she mentioned before.
He's very good at it.
Well,
It's delicious.
the food comes out good basically because it's not that difficult.
Oh, stop.
It's really not, and if you're not into it, you should give it a try. It's a lot of fun. I really enjoy it. Anyways, so I bought a pair of Pioneer HPM 100s a couple years ago, I think about 2 years ago, for $150. The veneer on the outside is not very great, but the speakers themselves work great, exactly as they should, and those have been my main speakers for a while. And I picked up some other ones, some other speakers, and from an auction, because why not? That were for $42. ADSL 630s, I think they're probably retail about $500 right now. They're not easy to find, and they're very rare. Anyways, I hooked them up. They sound amazing, much more detailed, and I was like, I have to keep these, but I don't have a lot of room because why?
I don't know. I have no idea why you don't have much room in your house.
Because I didn't get into this until after Lori had designed our living room, and I don't have a lot of room for speakers in the way they should really be done. Anyways, so the Pioneers, I'm letting them go, and the guy that's buying them is actually down near the first pickup. He has an auto shop, and he's there today, and I'm gonna sell them. I'm taking them to him, which I would not normally do, but that's what I'm doing, for $700.
And how much did you pay for your Pioneer?
I already said $150 a couple years ago. So with inflation, I'm making about $50. Am I wrong?
I mean, that might be a little bit of an exaggeration.
Maybe a little bit, but it will allow me to do other things. I have gifts to buy for children.
Christmas.
Because Christmas is coming up, so I'll probably use that to buy things for them. And also use part of it to get another pair of speakers that I want that are not $700. So unexpected blessing, and yeah, it just happened to be down at Lorton. What's down there? What are you getting down there?
I have no idea. It's a different auction house that I haven't typically bid in, but because they do a lot of high-end stuff that I just have not really gotten familiar with. So they do a lot of coins and jewelry and art. But I happened to get in on this auction when they were, the items were just a couple hours from closing, and so I noticed that there was a lot of stuff that's in my wheelhouse that still had pretty low bids. So, but other than that, I have no idea what it is that I'm getting.
Great.
It's gonna be amazing.
And all this stuff.
It's going to be amazing.
All of this stuff goes in my house.
Yes, it does.
Where she has an eBay room, but it overflows. But I support my wife and I love her.
It's just a little bit.
Yeah, just a little bit. Anyways, so that worked out. And then the next one is in Great Falls, which is near us. But we have to get to this Lorton one first. Because it ends first. The pickup ends at 2:30.
Yeah.
And then the pickup for the Great Falls one ends at 3. So we got to get down there, get this stuff, and then get back up to where we are to Great Falls for that pickup. Yeah, that's what's going on.
Yeah. And hopefully we will get you your free meal at Chick-fil-A for Veterans Day and your free coffee at the Human Bean for Veterans Day. Because he's a veteran. He's my veteran. Served in the Air Force for 4 years.
I did 4 years in the Air Force.
Stationed at the Pentagon.
It almost doesn't qualify me.
Oh, stop it.
I know.
He had a desk job, so he doesn't feel like he did much.
I don't like to be like, oh, I was in the Air Force. Well, I mean, I'm proud of what I did, and I'm thankful to have that opportunity, and it brought me up here to Northern Virginia where I met her, and we got married. So I'm thankful for it. But it's like, what I didn't help like any airplanes get in the air. I worked on a website for the Air Force Art Association. I mean, anyways.
You did your part, Joseph.
I did my part. I did 4 years.
And you got good training that set you up,
you know,
into a career field.
It is Veterans Day, and I guess we could talk about that. I guess I'll let Lori talk about that first, because mine would take a while. So, your grandpa Flugie was in the Navy, right?
Yes, he was in the Navy, and he was about to ship out, actually, right when victory happened. So he was, and my grandma was actually able to be with him. They were in Seattle at the Space Needle. They were up at the top of the Space Needle, and they noticed down on the streets like confetti and everything, and people going crazy and screaming and shouting. And they went down and found out that the war was over. And so he did not have to be shipped overseas.
Pretty cool.
Which is pretty awesome. And then I have an uncle who was on, what was it, the Tennessee in Pearl Harbor? He was on the USS Tennessee, and he was actually leading a Bible study when the first planes started to hit. And he, obviously he survived, and he would go back to Pearl Harbor every anniversary and speak there until he no longer could, and then he passed away. But yeah, so, and then my dad, of course, was a veteran, is a veteran. Was Air Force. My brother was in the Air Force. Actually, he's in the reserve. What is he right now?
He's full-time Air Force now.
Yeah, full-time Air Force right now.
Yeah.
So
E9, I believe. Congrats to him.
yeah.
That is the top. If you don't know, enlisted, E9 is the top. So
Yeah, he's pretty cool.
yeah.
He gets to go cool places.
He does get to go cool places. So, is that it?
Immediate family.
That she can think of.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I come from a long line of military.
On both sides.
Both sides. My grandparents on my mom's side split. They got divorced, remarried, so I have two grandpas from her side. and both of them were in the Army. Army retired. My grandpa Bauer was a teacher. I used to build computers when that started happening way back in the early 80s. And I mean, he was a pretty awesome guy. Then on my dad's side, grandpa on my dad's side was also in the Army, and he did his full-time, retired. And I didn't know this growing up, but when he passed away and I went to his funeral, he actually had a silver star. I had no idea. He had Purple Hearts, Silver Star. I mean, he was a great Army veteran. But his sons, almost all of them, followed in his footsteps. Well, 3 of them. So I have, my dad was in the Army. He did, I think, close to 30 years, 27, 28 years, something like that.
Yeah, he posted the number of hours the other day on
He
Facebook.
I think he started out in the infantry, went to the MPs, and was a cop for a little while. Then he worked hard and became a chief warrant officer and learned to fly helicopters. So, I mean, that's where I was born. I was born down in Alabama while he was in flight school, I believe. That might not be true. I think he was an MP down there. I'll have to ask him. I think he was an MP,
You're telling lies
and then he
on my
went
YouTube
back,
channel.
and he went back and became a pilot, and he flew Black Hawks for a long time. Very, very cool. He's got video of him flying his Black Hawk and doing it upside down, which is not easy to do. So,
What?
yeah, he's cool. I mean,
I didn't know that.
yeah, my dad is cool.
That's awesome.
And then I have 2 uncles who are, they did Army full-time, retired. One is running for political office. He's trying to become a mayor. But all, great Army veterans. And then, goodness, my stepdad, my parents are split. But my mom got remarried to another Army guy. And he did 27-ish years too. I don't think he didn't go full 30, but then my brother was in the Navy for 4 years. I did 4 years in the Air Force. So it's a very long line of military service. Veterans Day is very important to me and my family, and so shout out to all my family. Love you guys. Oh, and I have a cousin who was in the Air Force. Can't think of any more right now, but there might be. There were a lot. And very important. So if you were in the military or you had family in the military, thank you for your service. We appreciate it. America is not free without these people protecting us every day in ways that we'll never know. So, and the sacrifice that the families make.
Yeah.
So, all right, that's Veterans Day. It is a beautiful day. I don't know if you can see out the window yet or not. Let me point this forward. Or I guess I could use the dash cam and put some of that video in there. But,
yeah.
We're on Fairfax County Parkway. The leaves are still kind of nice. Got some nice red ones over here. Nice red ones.
We're definitely past peak, but it's still gorgeous.
Y'all should see the leaves in my yard. Whew.
Yeah.
I'm looking forward to that. So, all right. So we got a ways to go. What are we at? I can't even see.
18 minutes left.
18 minutes out from dropping off these speakers and getting some cash for the merchandise. And then we'll have the Lorton pickup and try to get video this time. The last time I messed up, the format on my phone was not compatible with the program that I'm using. So we're learning. We're figuring it out. But I did decide to use this camera more because it records in stereo, whereas the dash cam up here, not stereo. And I thought that sounded weird. I didn't like it on the last video, so.
I think probably you're the only one who cared though.
Probably true. But you know, we'll figure it out. Alright, we are back. Better than ever, maybe. So we finished the first pickup, which was in Lorton. How do you feel about that stuff now that you've seen it in real life?
Well, I want to open up the box because it had trinket boxes inside, and so I want to see what they are because I can't see them. But yeah, the candlesticks are pretty cool. I think those will sell really well. They'll look nice on somebody's table for Thanksgiving and Christmas. And the Legos, I mean, Legos are always a good thing to get, especially as cheap as I got them. Because if I can't sell them, I have, people in the family who will play with them. Plus, our son is very good at building the sets and checking all the pieces and all of that. So it was like an old Spider-Man set that is actually worth a lot of money if it's complete. I'm pretty sure this one is not complete, but it would still be worth money. So yeah.
Okay. So we're now headed to Great Falls on the dreaded 495. I hate this road very much. And we did stop and get coffee. Where we picked up the first pickup in Lorton, it was a very industrial area. So this coffee shop was right by a bunch of automotive shops. So it wasn't the most eye-pleasing. I took a couple pictures, and they roast their own coffee. It's called Cervantes Coffee Roasters. So they do single source from different countries, and then they roast their beans there. All kinds of different flavors and styles and stuff. So
they have won awards, so it's pretty good.
So it is good. Mine's fine. I wouldn't say it's like the best coffee I've ever had, but it's good. And your thoughts?
I feel like my espresso is burnt. Tastes like Starbucks.
Yeah, which is what Starbucks tastes like. If you didn't know, their coffee is burnt. That's like
some people like Starbucks, and that's fine.
And if you do, hey, you know what? Just don't tell me because I will make fun of you for it. That's disgusting. It's burnt. It's what it is. It's burnt coffee.
Yeah.
Anyways, I mean, you have to get a specialty drink there. You can't just get coffee for coffee's sake.
Oh, no. It's too strong.
Anyways, I sound like a snob now.
Sometimes you are a snob.
But you'll see. So now we're heading to Great Falls. We're going to hit some lunch on the way. And then get this next pickup that finishes at 3 o'clock.
Which is a lot more stuff. Not as much as last week.
A lot more?
Well, we only have 3 lots here.
And I'll be putting my house up for sale to buy a bigger house. In case y'all were wondering.
No. I love my house. I hate moving.
We do hate moving.
So, no.
So we won't be doing that.
No.
And I'm teasing her, and I'm okay. And
After 3 years of counseling, he's finally...
I've never been to counseling. We fix our own stuff.
We fix our own stuff.
And the guy did take the speakers. He owned an automotive shop, and that's where I dropped them off. I got $700 for them, which is pretty awesome. And he had project cars, and I saw something under a cover, so I asked him what it was. It was a Plymouth Barracuda, a really cool, not lime green, but I don't know, it was a really nice green. And that was cool. And then he had 3 Ford Grand Torinos that he's working on, and one of them is a Cobra Torino, which I've never heard of. But they're very rare cars, not very many of them made. He was a nice guy, and I was glad that he was the one that got the speakers, because it was partly nostalgia for him, because his dad had them when he was growing up, so pretty happy with that. And hey, $700. That's pretty nice. I'll take it.
Yeah, buddy.
So, all right, we're on our way, and we will talk to you all later. Here we are at the pickup in Great Falls. It's a very nice neighborhood, as you can see. I'm trying to not get anybody's face. Let's see how that goes. Alright, we're back. How are you feeling right now, honey?
Stressed and annoyed.
Why is that?
Doofus just parked in front of me. Sorry, Doofus. You're an old gentleman. I appreciate it, but...
he was not aware of his surroundings and what was going on.
Alright, that I was pulling out. It's fine. It's fine. That is for
sure.
Blessings on you, dear old sir.
Mazel tov.
May you have a fabulous day. Okay.
Alright, so how do we feel about the house and what you got? What do we do?
Okay, so first of all, about the house. It was not decorated in the most amazing way. The carpet was old, the wallpaper was peeling. So
alright, but
despite
again,
it looking like a beautiful home,
original owners most likely who bought it and then never updated.
Right.
It didn't look necessarily like an old person's house, but
no, and it didn't smell. It wasn't dirty. It was clean.
But the TV downstairs in the basement, there was a TV, and it was an old tube TV.
Oh,
and I don't know anybody. I don't know very many people are gonna have houses like this and have a tube TV down in their basement.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So they definitely haven't upgraded the home in probably since they bought it. Most likely.
Yeah.
So, but I mean, it was a lot of rooms, and
like we said last time, it was pretty normal.
Pretty nice.
That was their forever home when they bought it. They weren't moving out.
Yeah.
No reason to change anything. So.
Yeah. So the stuff I got, so full disclosure, close your ears, dear. I think I overbid on one lot. I ended up, I researched it, I looked it all up, and, but I put my high bid in because I figured no one would bid me up that high, but they did.
Well, it's not my money that you're spending. So.
Right. I mean, I paid $100 for a lot of new and packaged linens, and I will absolutely double my money back at the very least. But I don't like to just double my money. I like to, triple it.
Quadruple.
Well, quadruple would be amazing.
10 to, I don't even know how to say that.
10 times.
Centuple. Deciuple.
So, I mean, I regret it a little bit. Because it's linens, and with linens, you're not sure how quickly they will sell. So, hopefully it's a highly sought after pattern and it will sell quickly. But
pattern.
Other than that, I got a coat lot, which I don't remember how much I paid for. Probably less than $20. And it had a New Tags Calvin Klein business suit, which is great because I don't typically source Calvin Klein unless it's something like that where it's the business attire and it's really nice and New Tags. And then a new brand to me, G-Star Raw. I don't know if anybody's ever heard of that before. I had never heard of it, but there's a jacket in there that's New Tags, and the price on it in the store was $230. So at the very least, it'll sell for $50-$60, maybe more depending on the style and everything. Just looked up while I was standing in the closet pulling
oh my goodness
jackets off the rack. I looked it up really quickly, and that's what I saw. At the very least, it'll get me $50-$60, maybe more. So, which is awesome. And then I got some. What else did I get?
Pair of boots.
Oh, pair of LL Bean. Snow boots, which I may just put those on Facebook Marketplace. Supposedly our area is supposed to get a lot of snow this winter. I don't know if we can believe that or not, but maybe. Anyway, Facebook Marketplace, put them up there for $20. They're LL Bean kids boots.
And then a couple bags of clothes.
Men's clothes, yeah.
Just in trash bags, so we have no idea what's in there. But
right. And of course, I don't remember from the pictures what it was.
On to more important things, though.
Yes.
We're adding a little section. We were gonna go to a place called Deli Italiano in Great Falls because they make really good sandwiches. But where did we end up going?
What was it called? Mookie's Barbecue?
Mookie's Barbecue in Great Falls. I've seen it before, never been, so we went to it. And, I always hesitate because I don't want to... I love the way I make pulled pork and the way I barbecue things.
And that's not just vain boasting. He makes amazing...
If you don't like what you're making, then you should probably stop.
Well, true. I'm making an executive decision also.
Oh, what? Oh, executive decision. I have no idea what she's doing. I thought we were going home, but she's doing something.
I can't just drive by a thrift store.
Oh, there is a thrift store. Great Falls Thrift, located in Sterling, Virginia.
Right. Not in Great Falls.
So we went there, and I got pulled pork platter. I'm hesitant to go to barbecue places because I'm very critical. And I don't want to be critical, because they're working hard. They're trying to make good product, and a lot of people like it. But once you start doing your own, it changes your whole mindset of what's good and what's acceptable. I guess is the way to say it.
Indeed.
Not to be rude, but I've seen it and I've heard about it. And so we went in, and she got chicken nachos. Like pulled
delicious.
Chicken nachos. The chicken was pretty good, and the pulled pork was good. And the thing that I have to remember is that they're doing pulled pork made for everybody, so they can't do it the way that I would. But it was definitely good. I would go back and get it again. It was awesome, and it had hand cut fries and some cucumber salad. It was very good. Mm-hmm. But that was another executive decision as we're driving by. I was like, hey, let's do that.
I think I heard the tires squealing as I
She was
wrenched the wheel into the parking lot.
whatever. All right. Well, so I guess we're going to a thrift store. We'll take a picture of it, maybe. I'm not gonna. I don't know if we're gonna take videos of that, but maybe we will. We'll see what's in there.
If I find something awesome.
Sometimes
we'll
they have
you.
nice audio stuff. Sometimes.
This is where I got the nutcracker.
Oh yeah, that's right. The nutcracker that she's hopefully selling for $400.
Okay, sir.
Okay, we're done. In Great Falls thrift store. They did have a couple of cool audio pieces, but nothing that I really wanted. And what was you were just saying?
I said sometimes you just have that tingling feeling down your spine and you just know you're supposed to be making that turn to the thrift store.
Yeah.
And it was really, really good.
Yeah, and this is a picture of me patiently waiting because I was done.
You took a picture of yourself?
Yeah. So.
Amazing.
But you ended up getting a lot of stuff for
So
Christmas.
I got some that are gifts, yes,
Yeah.
but they had a bunch of, okay, so I've mentioned this thrift store before. They used to be resellers, and then they decided that they had too much stuff, and so it would just be better to start a thrift store. So they do look up everything, or a lot of things, or just inherently know the value of stuff. So
Yeah.
a lot of it is priced high. So you really have to look. But they also source from, I don't even know where they get their stuff. It's not all just donations for sure.
No, they're buying storage units probably.
Liquidation maybe,
Yeah.
I'm not sure.
They've got their racket going on.
Yeah, so it always is good to check in there because you never know what they're gonna have. So today when we went, they had quite a few new Tervis tumblers, and they were not your normal run-of-the-mill Tervis. They were actually quite pretty, and there was one that was like a stainless steel, like a coffee one, and also who knew that Fiesta did a collaboration with Tervis?
Nobody knows who that is.
Okay, just because you don't know doesn't mean anybody who's watching doesn't know.
Anyone that watches this, if
Leave
you
a
know,
comment.
leave a comment. Because I guarantee no one's going to leave a comment. Not just because we're new,
Dude.
but because nobody knows what that is.
It's okay. We'll let him show us.
Whatever.
It's all right.
All right.
Fiesta is a highly collectible brand of dinnerware, plates and stuff. So, but I had no idea that they did a collaboration with Tervis. Anyway.
Now you know.
Some of those will be Christmas gifts, but then I will sell the ones that are profitable. Also, they had a bunch of discontinued Pioneer Woman ornaments, like the figural ones, like there's a measuring cup in there and a hot cocoa mug and stuff like that. So not anything that will make me a ton of money, but they were each $1.99. They all will sell probably in the $10 to $12 range. I just love Pioneer Woman, so it didn't really matter to me if they were super expensive because I could keep them and put them on my own tree.
Yeah, all right, well, okay.
We have so much room on our tree.
Yeah.
No, we don't. No, I just love Pioneer Woman. We got to go to her lodge and everything, and yeah, it's just really cool. What else did I get there? I got a pillow for us. Beautiful pillow. I think that's it.
All right.
Anyway, now we get to go home and unload it all.
That's a sidetrack.
Yeah.
Great Falls Thrift. Bonus content. If it has no views, you will not be sad. All right.
Oh, my
Overall, pretty good day. And I got to spend it with my wife, so that's pretty good.
There you go.
Now back home to the chillings.
Right.